you have to make sure that you believe who you are, right? It's weird because when they say with actors, they have to actually do like method acting, so they will like for 3 to 6 months they'll be that person. So you have to do that. You have to say, I'm going to be the best person I can be in this role, and do it, right? Okay, everybody stand up. Have a rule: 1 yawn equals a state change. Okay,
that's my fault.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. No problem. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to face the person beside you. So, yeah, you can do like a triangle thing. If there's 3 people in your row, just do like a triangle thing. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to try this, okay? Look the person in their eyes.
Outside?
Here, I'll do like one I got. Is it or uneven?
Just get there.
Yeah.
You know, there's people in front of you.
Okay, yeah, there you go. 2 partners. There we go. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to look the person in their eyes and try not to laugh.
Oh, okay.
So I'll count everybody down, okay? So on the count of 5, when we get to 5, then we're going to start. Okay? First person to laugh has to do 1,000 push-ups. No,
Laugh or smile?
I'm just kidding.
Kind of you lost.
Smile.
Okay, let's try smile first.
I can't do that.
So try not to smile.
Like not smile.
I know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, 5. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How long that last? I was counting down, I was smiling.
You have nice ones.
Okay, so do you find it hard to look somebody in their eyes? No. Do you find it awkward?
We've never met before.
Okay. So you can introduce, right? Do you notice, like, when you're talking to somebody that you like just met or your friends, do they look at you in your eyes, or do they do kind of like this and looking around? Yeah.
Occasional eye contact.
For example, if I say don't think you're above, what do you do?
Yeah. So the trick is to look at them in their eyes, mouth, and the back of their eyes, right? Because for some cultures, if you're talking to somebody and you don't look them in their eyes, they're like, this person's lying to me, right? Like, you don't have to be like that, right? But they want to make sure that you're connected. So try it. You have a conversation with one of your friends. I want you to try this. You'll actually get more out of the conversation if you stay connected. The first person to break that connection, it's like, yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That happens a lot, right? So you want to make sure that you're looking at the person right here. You don't have to be like, hi, my name is Jamal, right? But you want to make sure that you stay connected. That's another part of physiology. So it shows that you're confident, right? If you could look somebody in their eyes while you're talking, it shows that you're confident. Yeah. Yeah, you're like this, right?
Put your sunglasses on.
Thank you. But I always want to make sure that in the event I have a rule, if somebody yawns or they yawn twice in a row, state change. One time I had everybody get up, it was a room full of accountants, I put on music and we danced for like 5 minutes. It was so funny because the person who was like buttoned up all the way was like actually like sit them down. They wouldn't stop, right? So it's good. Thanks. Have a seat. You made me laugh. So let me just quickly review. Okay, so the results. R is for review, E is for empower, S is for specify. So specify what you want to do and what is the end result. Okay. U is for understand. Understand either the product or the service or the idea or the change that you want and what you're offering. Okay? Be able to communicate that. That will help you immensely because you'll be able to understand what is the end game. Just keep it simple, right? What do you want out of it and what do you want? is to listen. So there's a difference between hearing and listening. Listening is an active thing. You're actively listening, right? Where hearing is just, I can hear you talking, but I'm not really listening. Or the TV's on, but I'm not really listening. It's just on, right? So ask questions and listen for answers, okay? T is time-based. So from when to when, right? Is it 30 days? Is it a week? Is it a year? Is it a month? Is it 10 years? You want to make sure that it's time-based so you know from when you start, from when you end, you have an ending point and how long it's going to take to get you. And then lastly, strategize. So execute and sell. When I say sell, it could be sell your idea, sell yourself on it, and get it done. And don't let anything stop you. Be tenacious. Okay? So that's the results formula. When it comes to planning anything, I always use that, and it seems to work very well. Does anybody have any questions in regards to that? No? Okay. So the importance of a system. Anybody know the acronym for a system? This is the true meaning of what a system is, okay? Saves you stress, time, energy, and money. That's what a system is. So it's automated. It saves you stress. How many people have been stressed before? How many people are stressed right now? Nobody likes to admit that they're stressed out. How many people have wasted time? How many people have had low energy? How many people have low money? The key is, if you have a system, it'll save you on all of these. So we all have systems, it's just that we don't know that it's actually a system. My system before would be to wait last minute before the exam, cram everything in, and then do it, right? Where my friend would actually study months in advance, keep reviewing, and then go out the night before and then just kill the exam. It pissed me off. But that was his system, right? Everybody has their own system. So that's the true definition of a system. And the most important thing here, out of all these things, is that time. Everybody has the same amount of time in a day, but some people get things done more than others because they are able to control their time, and they say no a lot when it comes to certain things. Like, do you want to go out? Do you want to watch a show? Do you want to read this book? Do you not want to read this book? Do you want to listen to me talk about my problems for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 hours? I have 3 sisters, and literally I'm the family therapist, right? Because they have different ideas and conflicting issues between each other, but everybody wants to talk to me. My parents are like, what do we do? What do we do? And before I'd be like, why is everybody coming to me? But I've sat and I've thought about it, and that's actually just my gift. Like, I'm able to listen to people and give them feedback, right? And sometimes people just want to have somebody to vent to, or even get some feedback, right? Have you ever wanted to just rant? Do you have a special friend that you can just tell them anything and everything and they'll listen? Yeah. Everybody here? Does anybody not have that?
You offer your services.
For $9.99. Yeah, but it's key. Always have someone that you can communicate with, okay? Because life is stressful sometimes, but the most important thing is your time, okay? So, the top 5 tips every professional should know. Top 5. We're going to start to see a trend here, okay? So I'd like everybody to read the first one together. On the count of 3, can everyone see that okay? Yeah. Okay, so on the count of 3, we're all going to read it together. 1, 2, 3.
Never sell a product, always sell the result.
Okay? Here's the next thing. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Never sell a service, always sell the result.
We're going to start to see a trend here, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Never sell an idea, always sell the result.
So we're starting to see a trend here, right? This actually came from Steve Jobs. Everybody knows Steve Jobs? Yeah. Brilliant man. I'll read the next one, okay? So never sell change, always sell the result. Okay? Very, very, very important. Especially when you're doing an interview or you're trying to convince somebody on an idea or something. Never sell the experience or yourself. Sell the result of you working there or you working on this or presenting, because that's what people want to see, right? They look at your resume and they'll be like, okay, so you have experience here, you went to this school, you went to this college, you did this, da da da. What am I going to get from hiring you? That's what they want to know, right? Give me the end goal, right? Very, very, very important. And it took me 10 years to figure that out. And I was figuring like, why is this person doing so well? And then one day I read it and I'm like, that makes so much sense, because whenever they would go to any interview or they'd sell something, they'd sell it just like that. And it's like, okay, this laptop is going to save you 10 hours because it has this feature, this feature, this feature, so then you can have more time with your family. You go home earlier and you make more money. That's the end result. It's like, okay, I want it. As opposed to, well, it's a Pentium 5 and da-da-da. They're like, okay, what am I going to get from this, right? You're talking about the features and the benefits, but all they want is just the result, right? Very, very important. If you incorporate that in your life, today, it will work 110%. Okay? And lastly, always sell them the result of the idea, the product, the service, or the change. Right? So when the gentleman came up before me, he was actually telling the result of working with the mentorship group. Right? So can anybody give me a result of your experience so far with the association? Don't be shy. Anyone?
So, just like the experience so far?
Yeah, like what is the result of your experience that you've had so far?
Well, I guess through my mentorship program, I got someone that I could sort of take some big problems to just get a different perspective. So having someone there to, like, not maybe on call or whatever, but I mean, there was time set aside for that type of conversation.
Definitely. And the result of that would be?
I'm part of the board now, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was one of the big things.
Excellent. Anyone else? It can be very simple. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you have to answer when we're not leaving. I'm just kidding. Does anybody understand? Go ahead.
I've been able to network with people specifically in my field. That's a result of being a volunteer on the board of directors.
Sure. Has anybody ever tried to sell themselves in any situation? Yeah? Always? Always?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All the time.
How do you find that it like, that it works, it does work, but do you see the differences in selling the result as opposed to whether it's a product or a service or an idea?
Yeah, people want to see what's in it for them.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Do you remember in the beginning of my presentation I put what's in it for you? So I encourage you to do this as well. If you ever have to do a presentation, the second slide after the topic is what's in it for you. Because right away, people pay attention. They'll see the result, the ending, right? I've had a presentation one time where it was an hour, and there was somebody in the room who was in the wrong presentation, and it was because I didn't have that on the screen, right? But if I did another presentation where somebody was there, and right away they're like, oh, this is the wrong presentation. I don't know what they were thinking, but the first guy actually stayed, right? And he was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And the other person just left, right? But the key is to have that on there right away so people know what it is. Because time is very important, right? Okay. Somebody read this for me, please.
R.E.S.U.L.T.S.
Do you know what that means? What does that mean?
If you were to like share your experience, people would buy it, whereas if you say, oh, I got a degree in this, it's just a fact.
Yeah.
You have to articulate how you did it.
Yeah. When you were younger, do you remember like reading stories or having your parents read you stories or tell you stories? So naturally, as you get older, you're still going to want stories. Everything is in a story. Sports is a story, soap opera is a story, movie is a story, shows are a story, the news is a story. So they're selling you while they're giving you a story. So if you ever have to convince somebody, you're going to give them a story. You go to an interview, you put it in the form of a story. You go to present something. Oh, okay. I thought I was scared. Sound effects. And you can use use facts to back it up, but I find eventually people get tired of facts. It's just too much hard data. Correct?
It's kind of like your facts are your resume, and when you interview, starting my career was like,
There you go. Exactly. And they want to ask you, like, so interview questions, tell me a time when you had a difficult situation, how did you overcome it? Tell me about your last experience. Tell me a story. That's all they're saying. Tell me a story. So stories sell and facts tell. Okay? What I wanted to do, does everybody have this on their desk? Okay, so this is, this template is taking me, as simple as it looks, it took me 15 years to make this. So the first one is oral communication template. I use this when I'm calling like a new company or a new organization or a new client or a new prospect because it's very simple, but it has neuralistic programming embedded in it. So, hello, my name is, I know you are busy, I know you are busy. When people hear that, automatically they're going to be like, okay, I want to hear what this person has to say because they respect my time, right? And everybody's busy. Even if they're watching TV, they're like, I don't have time, right? So I know you are busy with whatever activity they're doing. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. That just drops their defense. So you said, I know you're busy, and thank you before you even said anything else, okay? The reason why I am speaking with you is, and then state your reason, okay? Can you or someone who is like you help me so that I can help others like myself? Then you thank them and you tell them, I look forward to speaking with you. So I'll break it down for you, okay? The first thing is, I know you're busy, okay? Second thing is to say thank you. Thank you, those two words in the English language is so key because most people won't say thank you. When you say thank you, it just lowers your defense. You can get more of what you want. This is actually very borderline. Use it for good. Don't use it for bad. That's what I'm trying to say because it really works. Okay. The reason why people just want to get to the reason, just like the result. What is the end result? What do you want? Why are you calling? Why are you doing it? Right. State the reason, and then can you or someone who is like you help me so that I can help others like myself? So people naturally want to help you. Naturally, as humans, we want to help each other. But if they can't help you, they need to know why. Like, why should I help you? Well, I want you to help me so I can help others like myself. So I'm paying it forward. So you're helping me, help others. So right away, magic. Okay? This works. This isn't like fairy dust. This is really good stuff. Okay? Lastly, thank them and tell them that you look forward to hearing from them. Because what that basically means is, if you call again, they're expecting to hear from you. Or they know, okay, you know what? If I don't respond to this email or respond to this phone call, they're going to call me back. So let me just give them what they need. Right? So I've done this in different variations, but this is the one that works. So I'm going to give this to you guys. You can use this. There's a written one for emails or text or social media or whatever you're doing in writing. This is the one you use as a script over the phone. Okay? And then on the back here, if you turn to the second page, there's embedded commands here, okay? There's over 1 million embedded commands, but there's like, I'm not going to put 1 million in, right? So, these are the key ones, though. The words, I would absolutely love, that's another subconscious word. I absolutely love and adore to hear from you. I don't know what it is about those words in that sentence, but it works. Okay? I look forward to hearing from you in the future. That's another one. It has been an absolute pleasure speaking with or hearing from you. When you're doing a job interview, I am passionate about. Very good as well. And my personal mission is to. So these are just examples. You can use these. Try to incorporate them into your everyday conversations, or especially if you're going for an interview or doing some type of presentation, because it shows that you're passionate. People want to see that you're passionate, and passion equals more money. Always remember that. Whether it's in the long run or short term, if you like what you're doing, you're going to do well at it, right? Most importantly, secret to effective communication. So there's a thing here that says, let me see if I'm hearing what you're sensing. Those are 3 different types of sensory factors. So first is sight, second is hearing, and the third is touch, right? So you have all 3 in the same sentence. The gentleman who showed me this little sentence here, I have to pay $3,500 for it. Just that. Just like this and other types of things. You guys are getting this for free, right? But as simple as it looks, please take this very seriously. It's very, very powerful. Okay? Look into the person's eyes, actively listen. Oh, and this is very important. If you want to convince someone, can I just have someone come to the front for a second? Yeah. You're used up. Okay, so you're going to come over here. Okay. Left and right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so watch what I do here, okay? Because I do this a lot. And these are the 3 factors. Sight, right? Hearing, and touching. So, how are you? My name is Jamal Miles. Your name is?
I'm welcome. My name is Button.
You know what this means? Yeah, it's exactly handshake. But the handshake is the touch part. That's why when you meet somebody, you go like this. That's what that means. Sight, hear, touch, right? We were taught this, we don't even know why we're doing it, right? Now, so I shake your hand, nice to meet you. That is the strongest form of communication. If I just said, hi, my name is Jamal Miles, how are you? It wouldn't be as strong as this. And why they tell you to have a strong handshake is so they can feel your energy. It seems simple, but it's very, very powerful, right? Especially with, I like to say, European Canadians, for lack of better words. They like to do this. Hi, how are you? They do that to show you that they're not dominant, but they're, especially the higher up in levels you go, the stronger the handshake, right? Now, there's another handshake that goes like this. This is, I'm part of another organization that they teach you little business tips, right? If you were to shake somebody's hand like this, I'm dominant over him. My hand's on top. You may not recognize, right? But that's what they're telling you, right? Certain organizations